Hello everyone, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day and making some really good trades, and let's get right into it because Bitcoin is getting a nice little pop at the moment in the after hours. Obviously, the traditional markets are not open, but the futures are open, and right away I just want to wish a big congratulations to the Discord members. You guys are getting some banging trades. Hayden's CFX trade, which is a swing long, is actually up 61% now. And my trade that I entered on CFX as well, I used a little bit more leverage. I closed yesterday with 124% profit, and then banging some other wins on Chain Link. And you guys can see Hayden was actually killing it as well with the BTC trades as well. He was shorting it from 30,000. Now we are currently back to 29,400. Now the big question is, have we found our bottom yet? And are we going to, from these levels start to move higher? Now I was actually looking for a potential move down to around 28,300 to 28,500 around this previous high, and I was actually banking on entering a potential long here, but I did enter a long here as well because there's no guarantee that we are going to hit these levels right here, and I actually got stopped out on my little long here with a wick down to 29,000. Now I did enter just quickly another trade on Fairdesk, which is the new exchange that I'm partnering with because unfortunately BitGet is doing a lot of new requirements right now, and they are asking for a lot of KYC for a lot of my members, and it's unfortunate. But Fairdesk does not require any VPN or any KYC, and that's where I'm going to be doing some copy trading as well for my spot trades and my margin trades as well. So I'll keep you guys up to date on that. But overall, I'm in an ETH long right now, and I'm up about $72. Just a small little gain of 14%. But we'll see how this one plays out, okay? So if you guys want to sign up, the link is going to be inside the description. And if you guys want to help out support the channel, use my link, all right? Now let's move on. Let's keep going here, and let's take a look at the weekly time frame on Bitcoin because we just printed a new weekly candle, and at the moment we still have green money flow. It is starting to flatten out, and we have confirmed a red dot in a bearish divergence on the weekly time frame. So if you guys don't know, we made a higher high a couple weeks ago, and then actually made a lower high on the momentum waves, which is unfortunate because we definitely want Bitcoin to look bullish on the larger time frames. And right now we have a 17 in a -5 on the dual band strength index. If we go on some smaller time frames, you can see that we actually have some bullish action going on with a 10 and a -3 on the dual band strength index, a potential bottom in the A wave. Again, it's signaling that this could be like, this is it, and this is, this was a wave 5 top. But in my opinion, I think the wave 5 top is going to extend up significantly higher, and after that you're gonna get your ABC correction, right? But for the time being, the Elliott wave indicator is thinking this is a top, but I think we have a potential to find a bottom around this area and then start to move up higher, okay? Let's take a look at a wave edge here. Actually, before I get onto wave edge, let me just cover the 4-hour time frame. And this is something I was talking about too, is that we're starting to see that red money flow recover on Bitcoin, which is nice to see. And we did get a red diamond here, and then a sharp move down, but we have quickly recovered now, and we are actually dwindling between that green and red money flow. So right now it's at the crossroads. We don't really see where the Bitcoin price is going, but the RSI is starting to expand towards the upside, so that is nice to see here. So we'll see if we're going to get a move towards the upside. Now again, obviously a move towards the upside would be amazing because that's where we want Bitcoin to go. But if it goes a little bit lower, I have no problem with that because I have some lower targets that have yet to be achieved. All right, let's move on. Let's take a look at the daily time frame. So right now we just got another green cross here on the daily time frame. So that is a very, very bullish scenario. Again, this is using Wave Edge, which is Thomas from Team Underground's indicator. And at the moment, these green crosses have they've proved to be very strong buy signals before these big moves up. And again, we could potentially be seeing that right now. We have so we're at 29,400. You're starting to see that the RSI moving average is starting to be broken towards the upside. On the 4-hour, you're already starting to do that as well. We're seeing some liquidations. Again, I really want to see a sustained move up with this. That would be extremely bullish. You're already starting to see the MACD is starting to turn the corner as well, which is something I like to see. And again, no extreme oversold conditions at the moment on Wave Edge X, I believe it's called. Wave Edge X. Yep, and it's not that low at the moment. But overall, still waiting for some confirmation. But once the move starts, it's going to be too late, and then people are going to start to buy, you know, FOMO around 31,000, and it's very possible that we could still get a rejection there, because the traditional markets are starting to look quite toppy at the moment. But we'll cover that in just a few moments. All right, taking a look at the S&P now, because we just finished the crypto analysis. The S&P at the moment is down about the 12 basis points. Nothing too much. Really, you know, it's starting to look a little bit bearish, especially on the Nasdaq. As you guys could tell on the weekly time frame, we still have a topping tail that has yet to be validated. Obviously, an invalidation of this would be a break above higher and a close above higher, this topping tail, and then you're going to see, you know, the market continue to grind up. But if you start to see a drop in tech, right, which is, you know, essentially what the S&P and the Nasdaq is composed of, then you're going to see, you know, a lot of selling. Not surprising, you know, a drop in the market is caused by selling. But overall, it's going to prove that if it's a high volume reversal, that's going to be it for the market. I think you're going to see a long-term lasting top, and then you're going to start to make your way to lower lows, as the Fed could be potentially, you know, they start to signal that they may start to cut even if inflation is still at, you know, higher than 2% or 2% target. But before, you know, a couple months ago, there was no way that we were cutting before 2%. And now suddenly they're starting to change face. So they may see cracks and fissures in the economy that are starting to show a potential sign of a very bad recession, even though they just announced that they don't see a recession coming anymore. Again, these guys never see anything coming. They didn't see high inflation coming, and now they're not going to see record unemployment come, and they're not going to see that inflation start to pick back up. So again, they're just reacting, you know, probably panicking as well, because the data that they've been showing to the market has been completely unreliable. All right, let's move on here. Oil is down a little bit at the moment. Nat gas is still moving up. It actually gapped up, but I expect this gap to be filled by market open. I think maybe it already filled in the overnight. So again, we'll see if nat gas still has some steam to move up. We do have a significant nat gas position in the options portfolio, and we'll take a look at it right here on the weekly time frame. And again, it's just doing some consolidation, something I really like to see in nat gas. And overall, we do have some red money flow, but what I'd love to see is that monthly time frame is potentially about to bottom out and give us a strong buy signal on the market cipher A and market cipher B. Right now, on the monthly time frame, we have a 15 and a -1 on the dual band strength index. I like that green money flow still, and I like this momentum wave about to bottom out. And if we even look at wave edge on some larger time frames, you guys can see that natural gas has been accumulated at the lows already, right around here at $2. Nat gas has already been picked up by these financial institutions, and you can see we are already up 33% from here. But again, these institutions don't settle for small gains. Once you get a massive move towards the upside and you get a short squeeze in nat gas, that's when the institutions are going to start to exit, and that's when retail is going to start to buy, right? You don't want to trade like retail, you want to trade like institution. All right, let's move on here. Let's take a look at gold quickly. Again, gold not doing too much here, but it managed to hold $1,915, which I like to see. And again, if we look at some larger time frames here, I just really like what gold's doing, but it's still possible for gold to move lower to maybe 1,800 if you see a big spike in the dollar. Because if we take a look at the DXY right now, I think the DXY is looking okay on the monthly time frame. But if we take a look at the weekly, it did print a green dot on this new weekly candle, so I'll be keeping a close eye on it because it's dwindling, you know, about to enter that red money flow. And if we see it enter on the red money flow on the weekly time frame, it's possible that it could be getting ready for some potential downside in the coming months and weeks, right? But if we see it maintain this level and it holds, and we see it pump back up in the dollar, that'll be very bearish for equities. It'll be bullish for yields, and you're going to see Bitcoin potentially drop as well. But again, that is to be seen, because sometimes we've seen the dollar pump and Bitcoin pumps as well. You just got to trade these charts individually. All right, I think that covers it for tonight. I'll make some announcements in the Discord tonight. I have a lot of stuff going on. But yeah, the link's in the description if you guys want to sign up for my trade alert services. Links in the description. Love you all. Peace.